Imagine turning around and seeing a camera in your face and photographers and paparazzi start taking pictures of you, and you're thinking, this is a nightmare, and you consider running away, and suddenly somebody shouts at you, "Who are you? And what are you even doing here?" And you're like, who am I? And what am I doing here? Ah, yes! You remember the answer. I'm Neil Collins, and I'm here to give you another tip, another English language learning tip. And I'm here to talk about gerunds, which are ing forms. And I want to tell you some verbs which are typically followed by ing forms. So I'll tell you about 3 groups of verbs, and then at the end I will tell you a way that you can remember these groups of verbs. Okay? So the first group is this. These are verbs to describe likes and dislikes. And all of these verbs are typically followed by an ing form. So I'll give you an example. You know, I like talking to you, or I love communicating with you. I enjoy, expressing myself and telling you these tips to help you learn English. Or I hate feeling down, or I dislike feeling or being in a negative state, because I love feeling positive and helping you to learn more English. So that's the first group, okay? Verbs to describe likes and dislikes. A second group is this group here. These are verbs to describe beginning or continuing or ending something. So for example, start, begin, continue, carry on, keep, stop, give up, finish. All of these verbs can also be followed by an ing form and are typically followed by an ing form. So again, some examples. I started making these videos about 18 months ago, and I carried on doing these videos because I'm interested in you learning and improving your English. And I hope you don't give up watching these videos, and I hope you don't stop learning English, because I think it's a really great skill to have in your life. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the last group of verbs, and these are just other verbs. There's no category really to describe these. So these are other verbs like, for example, imagine, consider, recommend, suggest, can't help, miss. Again, all of these verbs are often followed by ing. Okay? So for example, I recommend watching more videos if you want to improve your English, or I suggest doing 4 to 6 hours of English a week if you want to improve quickly. Okay? So yeah, the question is, how are you going to remember all of these verbs followed by an ing form? I don't think it's a great idea to learn them or to memorize them, but what I do think a good way is to remember them and to learn them is through a little situation or through an anecdote or through a story. So at the beginning I told you the story, imagine turning around and seeing paparazzi and people start taking pictures of you. So that was like a little situation with this language. And now I'm going to tell you another situation with this language to help you remember the verbs followed by the ing form. And this story is a positive one, because this is what I want you to have in your head. Positive images of you speaking fluent English. That's going to help you in the future. So my story is this. Imagine walking into this very important presentation with clients or new possible potential clients, and you start speaking fluent English and you feel a little bit nervous, but you don't mind feeling nervous because you know that is a part of the process. And you look at your wonderful audience and they begin smiling at you and listening intensely to your presentation or to your talk. And then you realize, you enjoy communicating your very important and vital philosophy and message. You enjoy communicating that with this beautiful, wonderful audience, and you convince them of your message, and you can't help finishing on a high. And this room is just full of positive energy, and everybody wants your product or your service, or they're going to go out there and they're going to do more business with you. And that's the image that I want you to have in your head the next time you go into your presentation and you have to speak English. Yeah. And the last thing I want to say to you is that thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, just please like it, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, tell your friends and colleagues about it, and thanks a lot for watching it, and I'll see you soon.